Have you entered a room and suddenly felt drained? Or awoken, sweating at 2 a.m., your heart racing? What if your surroundings are subtly affecting your health? Yes, the temperature around you may influence your sleep, metabolism, and lifespan. Welcome to HumanHealthHub. Today we're discussing an often ignored health factor, ambient temperature. Not too hot and not too cold. What's the ideal temperature? This just right territory is essential for our well-being. Research shows our body functions and disease resistance can be heavily influenced by our living conditions. If you're in a warm city or under constant air conditioning, this video may transform how you view your environment. Let's dive into the science, explaining how temperature affects your health and what adjustments you can make. First, understand the basics. Your body strives for homeostasis, maintaining internal balance. Temperature plays a huge role in this process. The ideal human body temperature hovers around 98.6 degrees, 37 degrees. However, it's not always stable. Small temperature changes can force your body to work harder or even shut down critical functions. When it's too hot, your body sweats. But that leads to a faster heart rate, dilated blood vessels, loss of electrolytes, increased risk of dehydration. Conversely, when it's too cold, your body reacts differently. Blood vessels constrict, muscles tense, metabolism spurs to action. Yes, you burn more calories, just trying to stay warm. Constantly adjusting to temperature changes demands energy from your body. Each degree outside your comfort zone pushes the body to adapt, accumulating stress over time. Let's look at some statistics. Researchers established that an ideal room temperature for optimal health lies between 18 degrees Celsius and 22 degrees, 64 degrees to 72 degrees. This thermal comfort zone fosters cardiovascular health, efficient metabolism, and better sleep. Interesting results emerged from a 2018 study in Nature Communications. It revealed people exposed to mild cold around 19 degrees Celsius or 66 degrees Celsius showed enhanced blood sugar regulation, improved fat-burning potential, increased mitochondrial activity. That's right, mild cold exposure can positively impact metabolic health. Yet prolonged exposure to indoor temperatures above 24 degrees, 75 degrees has adverse effects. Studies indicate diminished cognitive performance, heightened fatigue, increased heart rate, greater risk of heat stress, especially for older adults. Your body must exert more energy to maintain core temperature, compromising brain activity and overall energy reserves. While personal comfort levels vary, science leans toward cooler temperatures promoting long-term health. Extreme temperatures are not merely uncomfortable, they are hazardous. The World Health Organization reports over 5 million annual deaths from temperature-related issues, including both heat and cold fatalities. Shockingly, cold weather claims more lives than heat due to cardiovascular stress and respiratory issues. Let's delve into this topic. Heat waves generally worsen conditions such as asthma and COPD flare-ups, heat strokes, kidney stone risks due to dehydration, serious inflammation in those with pre-existing issues. On the other hand, cold snaps can spike blood pressure, trigger strokes and heart attacks, suppress immune responses, increase blood clotting risks. Such effects disproportionately affect vulnerable groups: the elderly, individuals with chronic illnesses, infants, those without stable housing or insulation. Even a minor drop of just 5 degrees can shift a manageable health issue into crisis. With climate change increasing extreme temperature events, understanding how temperature impacts health is increasingly crucial. How does temperature influence sleep? Have you tossed and turned because your room was too hot? Or awoken shivering? This isn't mere discomfort, it's physiological. Your body temperature follows a natural circadian rhythm, declining at night to facilitate melatonin release. Disrupting this rhythm through excessive heat or cold hinders sleep. The National Sleep Foundation suggests an optimal bedroom temperature of 65 degrees, 18.5 degrees for quality sleep. When rooms are too warm, the consequences may include slower time to fall asleep, fragmented, lighter sleep, increased sweating leading to dehydration, interrupted REM sleep phases. Too cold conditions lead to tense muscles, increased wakefulness, elevated heart rate due to shivering, potentially restricted breathing if nasal congestion occurs. In both scenarios, your body remains alert instead of restful. Therefore, adjusting your sleep environment by opening windows, using breathable sheets, or running a fan might achieve better sleep than melatonin supplements. Now let's touch on metabolism. Ambient temperature may silently influence both your metabolic function and weight. Let's discuss brown fat. Unlike white fat, which simply stores energy, brown fat actively burns calories for heat. Exposure to cooler temperatures activates this beneficial fat. A 2014 study in diabetes revealed that individuals exposed to a cool environment, approximately 66 degrees or 19 degrees, exhibited increased brown fat activity, better insulin sensitivity, higher energy expenditure even while resting. In simple terms, just being slightly cold can prompt your body to become more metabolically active. Conversely, residing in consistent warm environments like 75 degrees plus homes or heated cars can prevent brown fat activation over time, leading to slower metabolism, higher blood sugar levels, increased fat storage, reduced ability to burn calories in cold conditions. That's not to suggest a need for freezing conditions. Still, occasional exposure to cooler climates may support weight management. Consider walks in brisk weather, adjusting the thermostat, sleeping in a slightly chilly room. These small changes could yield significant metabolic benefits. Let's get personal. Have hot, humid days ever left you feeling drained? Or a brisk autumn walk left you calmer and clearer? Temperature affects not just the body, it impacts your brain and mood too. Excessive heat often exacerbates mental health conditions. Research correlates high temperatures with increased anxiety, irritability, depression, elevated suicide risk among vulnerable groups. Why is this the case? Heat influences serotonin regulation, a crucial mood hormone. It also raises inflammation, linked to depressive symptoms. Additionally, disrupted sleep from heat creates emotional instability. Cold temperatures present a more complex relationship. Some individuals thrive in cooler settings, yet others suffer from seasonal affective disorder, SAD, particularly when cold accompanies darkness or solitude. Interestingly, controlled mild cold exposure, like brisk walks or cold water immersion, can result in improved mood, reduced cortisol levels, the stress hormone, elevated norepinephrine, enhancing focus and alertness. While extreme heat often deteriorates mental health, moderate cool environments may promote emotional wellness, especially alongside physical activity. It's not about enduring discomfort, it's about finding the climate that allows your mind to flourish. Everybody responds to temperature uniquely. While some thrive in cooler climates, others find warmth preferable. However, certain groups face heightened risks due to temperature extremes. Let's examine the demographics most affected by temperature variances. Older adults. Aging decreases the body's temperature regulation abilities. Factors include less efficient sweat glands, slowed blood circulation, reduced response from sensory nerves detecting heat or cold. As a result, seniors might not sense heat or cold, but face worse health consequences, making heat waves particularly hazardous for them. To infants and young children. Babies struggle to sweat effectively. Consequently, they can quickly overheat or get cold. Chronic illness patients. Heart disease, diabetes, and respiratory conditions disrupt thermoregulation. Even slight temperature shifts can prompt complications. Certain medications. Antidepressants and antipsychotics may impair the body's response to temperature, altering sweat production or blood pressure. Low-income populations. Insufficient heating or air conditioning, poor insulation, and overpopulation increase vulnerability. Many low-income neighborhoods become urban heat islands, harboring temperatures 5 to 10 degrees hotter than affluent areas. In summary, tolerance to heat or cold is not purely biological, it's social and economic too. Circling back to the global perspective, our world is heating up and becoming less stable. Climate change poses a public health crisis. The prevalence and intensity of heat events, cold snaps and temperature fluctuations continue to rise worldwide. Urban areas suffer significantly from the urban heat island effect, where concrete and glass retain heat, raising temperatures by up to 10 degrees compared to rural regions. Who bears the brunt of this clustering phenomenon? Elderly residents in high-floor apartments, workers lacking air-conditioned spaces, kids in underfunded schools, communities devoid of green spaces or cooling centers. However, there's hopeful news. Urban planners and health experts are acknowledging temperature as a vital component of public health. Innovative solutions are on the rise, such as reflective roofing materials, tree canopy development, community cooling stations, passive design buildings that manage temperature naturally, subsidies for heat pumps, and efficient HVAC systems. This isn't merely about comfort, it's about preserving lives and enhancing overall community health. So what does all this mean for you? You don't need a high-tech smart home to reap the benefits of temperature awareness. Here are 7 simple actions to implement today. 1. Lower your bedroom temperature. Aim for 60-67 degrees, 15 to 19 degrees at night for better sleep quality. 2. Embrace natural temperature variations. Don't shy away from enjoying slightly cooler days. 3. Take cool showers, especially after workouts or stressful periods. This boosts circulation and reduces inflammation. 4. Combine morning light with mild cold. Walking outside can regulate your circadian rhythm and elevate your mood. 5. Monitor hydration, as heat dehydrates and cold can impair thirst signals. Staying on top of fluid intake is vital. 6. Ensure proper ventilation. Stale, humid air increases discomfort. Fresh airflow helps maintain temperature comfort. 7. Insulate your living space. Weatherproofing, thermal curtains, and smart thermostats enhance comfort while conserving energy. Small changes can make a big difference. Your body consistently interacts with its environment. Supporting this relationship cultivates greater resilience. Let's be honest, we often overlook temperature in our health discussions. Many obsess over steps, supplements, and superfoods. Yet the climate we inhabit daily influences our health as significantly. Ambient temperature effects, sleep quality, cognitive function, aging process, healing mechanisms. It plays a role in metabolism, hormone balance, immune function, and mood. Ignoring it could lead to discomfort or dysfunction. Here's the remarkable part. The solution is straightforward. It begins with awareness and choosing to live a few degrees smarter. So, what's your ideal temperature for comfort? Do you prefer sleeping in the chill or warmth? Leave a comment below to share your thoughts. We explore impactful health topics weekly at Human Health Hub. A simple awareness shift can help others breathe easier, sleep soundly, or even extend their lives. So don't miss the next engaging discussion. Thanks for watching.